This is my second live. I'm so excited. Let me get my nuts. We gotta get talking, okay? If you know me, you know I like to talk a lot. So live just makes so much more sense. But I'm just grabbing my nose and we could get started. Hey y'all, hey, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. I hope you all are doing well. I know I'm literally going live to no one, but it's okay. With time, you guys will join in. Let's get started. You guys know I always start the live with a full disclaimer. Full disclaimer, I am not a makeup artist. I'm on a mission to getting this face beat. When I mean beat, I mean, come on, naturally the face can never decline. Let's just be honest. Okay? But I need this face to be beat. So I came up with this brilliant plan to learn how to do my own makeup. And then we could chat a little bit about girl stuff. So today's topic, drum roll please. If you can tell, I'm excited. And if you don't know, I'm extra. Today's topic, where's my phone? I'm asking for the phone and I'm using the phone to go live. Today's topic is being that girl. How not to lose yourself in motherhood or finding the balance as a mom. Dealing with mom guilt. That's what we're going to be talking about. But I already prepped my skin. Let's jump right into it. The first thing I like to say, I have 2 kids, so I feel like I can chime in on this topic. Being a mom, honestly, I forgot the mirror. I knew I was onto something. But I'm going to look here a little bit. Just know that I'm looking in the mirror. So for context, I have 2 kids. I have 2 little boys. I have an 8-year-old and almost 3-year-old. So an almost 9-year-old and an almost 3-year-old. And finding the balance as a mom, it is not easy. A lot of people is like, oh, it's just so much easier. No, once you become a mom, everything changes and you don't know until you are a mom. You could say you will do this as a mom, you will do this as a mom, but once you become a mom, girl, reality sets in and things change. All the things that you said you won't do, you find yourself doing them. Well, in my case, that what happened to me. So I was pretty selfish. If you ask most people who knows me personally, they would never believe I have 2 kids. Yes, girl. I was one of those folks. Every time people ask, oh, are you having kids? They'll be asking me and my boyfriend at that time, which is my husband now. We said, no, we're going to adopt. So everybody knew us that we weren't going to have kids. So even when I said I was pregnant, people was like, is this for real? I thought she couldn't get pregnant. But that's because I'm the oldest of 6 kids. And being an African or being an immigrant as a whole, especially as a girl, as the first child, you automatically becomes the default parent. So I took care of people so much in my life that parenting or becoming a mom, I just put that on the back burner. I think I had my first child at 27. I think. Yeah, I think I had my first child at 27. So being a mom was not my top goal. Like, no. I had so much other things I wanted to do. So I was basically living my life. I was traveling. I got out of college a few years before. I was just like blogging, enjoying myself. Like, listen, I was doing it. You can go back on Pinterest and see my old pictures. I swear, at that time, 2000 and what? Ooh, 2000 and what? 12, 2013. Life was good. I had no sense of responsibility. I got off work. I would do hair part time, and then I basically gonna take my pictures and live my best life. Like I never babysat nobody kids. That wasn't me. Cause like I said previously, I have 5 younger siblings, and I always had to take care of them. So I wasn't rushing into being a parent because I know what it felt like to take care of kids. So that's why motherhood was not my number one goal. And my boyfriend at that time was so supportive. If I had kids, oh well, but he wasn't pushing it. I wouldn't say he didn't care for kids, but he wasn't pushing it. If it happened, it happened, basically. So then I got pregnant, and then my whole life shifted. Like previously, I was all about me and being selfish and traveling this place and going that place. Then I became a mom, and I had to refocus my priority onto motherhood. I think that's the transition a lot of people do not talk about. It is very difficult. You went from being all about you now to caring for someone else. Like that person's whole life is in your hand. It comes with no manual. You just gotta figure the shit out as you go along. Like, and if you have good parents, they can step in and help you. But in my case, I feel like I was trying to be super mom, so I wanted to handle everything. It made me feel like I am a mother. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's my story to motherhood. So through that process, I completely, bras is not my forte. I completely lost myself. Like I went from just caring for me. Now I have this child, my son that I had to care for. His dad was there granted to help. But in my mind, I had to do everything. I wanted to be superwoman. I wanted to be able to provide for him. I started taking on different careers. Because when you become a mom, everything changes. Now it's not all about you anymore. The kids is like your number one priority. And I feel like that's one of the biggest mistakes I made. I just made my life all about motherhood. And all of my dreams just went by the wayside. So as a new mom, if you are in that stage, it's a very difficult place to be because I don't want to tell you find a balance, but find a balance. I didn't find a balance. My life was revolved around my child, and that's it. Like I stopped going to dinner or even just start doing girls things with my friends because I'd rather just be with my boyfriend at that time. Me, him, and the baby would take the baby everywhere. The baby was like our him dad. We took him everywhere. Everything I did with that kid. Everything. And before I knew it, my whole life just basically revolved around the kid. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's so easy to lose yourself in that because your identity as a person before you have kids is all yours. When you become a mom, I can't talk during my breath. Guys, let's regroup. Let's do this, brass. Then we continue talking because I have really shaky hands and I can't do both things at once. But anyway, I am new to makeup. So if you have some tips, drop it down below because your girl need help. Okay. So your identity as a mom becomes everything. Like, I feel like most moms forget, especially having your first child, you forget who you are. Like, all you want to do is make this kid your entire world. Like, your schedule, everything is revolved around this kid. And then within that process, you tend to lose yourself. I'm going to keep quiet because I need to figure out the bras, the bra situation. Okay, let's do the next bra and then we can continue. Guys, what do you use for your bras? I started using the NYX. pen. My hands are so shaky that it never come out right, but I digress. Let's move on. So once you go into that new identity as a parent, it's so difficult to come out of that. And it even gets worse once you have multiple kids. I feel like with my first child, it was easy for me to start working out again, just bounce back and started doing things that I love. But once my second child came, it's a whole different ball game that nobody prepared you for. Having multiple kids, oh my gosh, it is not for the weak. And my heart goes out to those single moms because I'm not a single mom, but I cannot imagine having like 5, 6 children as a single mom. Like, Lord. Sis, if you are a single mom and you have multiple kids, I need to give you my wig. I need to give you my check. Honestly, let me start laughing. This is serious. Because you are the true definition of a superwoman. It is so hard. I don't know how you balance working, taking care of the kids, get in the habit, balancing the schedule, and still have your sanity. Like, how? I give it up to you. Like, you are the true heroes who are just around here complaining, especially us with 2 kids with a partner. So I'm not even going to speak on single mom. I feel like that's a whole other topic that I am not qualified to speak on because I'm not one. But for those girls or women doing their thing, being a single mom, I salute you because you deserve that crown. But let's go back to what I'm talking about. So once you have the I feel like this blouse is all over the place. But once you have that second kid, it's not the same anymore. Now you have 2 other people to look out for. And if you didn't have good structure or good support system to begin with, it is so difficult. The kids at home. Hubby is in the living room with them. So if you hear any noise, I promise you that's Milesy because Ronnie and Prince are in tutoring. If you don't know, Mozzie is my almost 3-year-old. Pray for me. That's what I'm going to say about him. So like I was saying, if you don't have the support system, it's so hard trying to find yourself again as a mom. But in this video, what we're going to talk about, let me unlock my computer, is how to find the balance. By no means am I perfect. These are things that I've struggled with. I feel like I'm getting the hang of it. I'm not fully there yet. But on this channel, you know, we don't gatekeep. We can share and learn from each other. So I will go over these things. The first thing I want to address to those moms struggling to find themselves after becoming a parent to one or multiple kids. You are not alone. A lot of times, most parents or social media glamorize being a mom. So you think it's so easy and everybody just have their shit figured out and you are the only one struggling. No, you're not. They just don't want to talk about it. And a lot of them get help. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with getting help. Listen, if I could afford help, I will have help. I'm not saying anything wrong with help. But people make it look so easy that is deceiving to new mothers. It is not easy. It is not easy being a parent at all. It's not even easy juggling being a full-time working mom to multiple kids and having a spouse. It's very difficult. So people glamorize it so much and they make it look so easy, especially the influencer mom. This shit is not for the weak. It's difficult. But you can get through it with anything. You just need to put systems in place to help you get through it. And the first thing that I want to address is, as a mom, you're so busy. So one thing that you need to do is, how do I say this nicely? Find way to prioritize yourself as a mom. It is difficult, especially for those single moms. I'm not referring to you because that is another shoe that I'm not qualified to speak on. But if you have a partner or you have a good support system around you, delegate a lot of the tasks with the kids and find ways to prioritize yourself again. Because if you don't do things that you love, it's not good. You have to do things that you truly love, that make you feel like you are yourself again. And you can do those things except you delegate some of your responsibilities to people that will be able to help you with this whole parenting journey. So the first step, delegate some tasks to your support system. The second tip, you guys know I can talk and do this. The second tip, prioritize yourself, find things that you love to do. Like before you were a mom, do some inner work and find out who you are at the core. I'm not talking about your job title. I'm not talking about you being a wife. I'm talking about when you sit down by yourself, can you answer this question? What makes you you? Without your job title, who are you? I know as a mom, we quit to default to the generic answer. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a corporate this, no. Despite all of those things, can you answer the question who you are? And if you cannot, that requires a lot of soul searching. That's one thing that I feel like a lot of moms need to figure out who they are, the true identity outside of motherhood. And once you come to the place that you know who you are as a woman, now it's time to ask yourself the question, what brings you joy outside of being a mom? I think that's one of the questions that, oh my God, I struggle with. I'm not even going to lie in the beginning, because my whole identity became I'm a mom or I'm a wife. So I really had to search deep to find out who I am outside of being a mom or wife or corporate girl or sister. Who are you? Figure that out. Then the next step, you'll be able to find things that you love and focus on those things. I feel like you can really find what makes you happy outside of those responsibilities if you don't know who you are. And I think a lot of people don't know that. A lot of women don't know who they are. They always go to the default answer, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm an engineer, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer. But no, outside of that, take time and do some soul searching and figure out who you are. Then the next step, find a habit. I know that parenting, especially if you have multiple, the scheduled doctor's appointment, if they are playing sports, daycare, like it's a lot. But you still need a life. Like that's really important. That was one of the hardest lessons I ever had to learn, because we move away from all of my friends and family. So my husband and I do not have help. So our whole life is revolved around our children, like our whole life. I don't think I've been to dinner with an adult outside of my kids and my husband in a very long time. That's just full transparency. So if you have the help and you can delegate some of your tasks to go out and live a little, I really encourage it as a mom. So I'm gonna be honest, at first when I became a mom, when I used to see other moms on vacation without the kids, I used to be so judgmental. I'm like, how? Where did they leave the kids? How are these people just leaving the kids everywhere and living life without the kids? It's very important that they take the kids, but I understand why. Sometimes you need a break from these kids. But because I was young, I was immature enough to understand what these mom was doing. I was over here judging them, but now I truly get it. You just need to get away from these kids. So find a habit, find things that you love to do, and do those things. It's really going to help you find a balance in motherhood. So I think this was during COVID, Michelle Obama had she had a show Becoming on Netflix. Guys, my hands are shaking. If you've seen Becoming, let me know in the chat. And one thing she said, the takeaway I got from that whole series that she did was, you can have it all, but you cannot have it all at the same time. When I tell you that, struck a light bulb in my head, because I've always thought that, oh, I can have it all. I can have it all. You can be a super mom. You can do this. Yes, it's true that you can have it all. I don't want to mislead you, but not at the same time. There are stages in your life that you are going to be thriving as a professional, like thriving. But guess what? Other things in your life also have to take a back seat to that. Like your marriage, like your relationship, like your parenting. It just have to. And when people are being honest, if people can be honest, they will tell you that the more time that they spend on their career, or on the flip side, the more time that they spend being a mom and not focusing on the career, the professional life suffers. And the more time that they spend on the corporate life and not focusing on being a mom, their parenting suffer. Or the more time that they stay in the office and not prioritizing the marriage or the relationship, the marriage suffer. So I say all that to say is, everything in this life is timing. And as the great Michelle Obama said, you can have it all, but not at the same time. You just have to prioritize what's most important at that current stage of your life. I need to do lashes. And if you know me, I have very shaky hands. And this is not going to go well. So like I was saying, once you find the balance, which is a constant struggle, it's actually a journey, it's never a destination. It's just like everything in life. You constantly have to talk of which one is most important at that point. It's based on you and your family needs. Then it's easier to prioritize yourself as a mom and find the balance. But I can tell you the time that I never found a balance in this whole journey of motherhood, my mental health has suffered. So it's very important to find that balance. It's not going to be perfect. I don't want to sit here and tell you that, listen, you can just do this and you got this whole mother thing figured out. No. It's not that easier said than done. It's not going to be perfect. Your journey towards motherhood of being a fulfilled mother, it is not easy. It's not going to be perfect. And everyone's idea of fulfillment look different. You just have to dig deeper and find what fulfillment look like to you. Then you can go from there. Did I do blush? I don't think I did. So that's the whole thing with motherhood and life in general. It's the constant struggle trying to balance what is really like being a mom. But if you're struggling with this video is not to make you feel guilty, because no, I'm not for mom guilt at all. I know that's something that a lot of mom we struggle with. This video is to just shine a light and give you a different perspective of motherhood and what it's like to be a mom and things that we constantly have to struggle with as a mom. This journey is not easy, but like I said before, with some help, delegating some of the tasks, we can all find a balance or find some form of balance on motherhood. Now let's put the lashes. So I'm gonna keep quiet. Actually, I use a tweezer. I sure I use a tweezer. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's not there, okay, but it's there, okay? Let's do the last one and then we can continue. Why am I struggling with one eyelashes? Oh my goodness. Let's start over. Do you guys see why I decided to do my makeup every day? Because I'm so bad with makeup that when I'm going out, whenever I'm struggling to do my lashes or eyeliner, I just like forget it. I don't need it. But this time we have to change. Like as a mid-30 woman, I need to know how to do my own makeup. At least apply some lashes. Like, come on, it's the least I can do. So the whole purpose of these lives is for me to practice my makeup skills and we can get some girl chat. Just to talk about life. So let's try out the lash one more time. Oh gosh. Why is it sticking to my ears? Why is it sticking to my ears? Guys, I told you the kids are home. So this is what life looked like without a nanny. My husband's here. And Ryan's supposed to be in tutoring, but Miles is giving him a hard time. I can hear it. So one of the lashes is not there correctly. We need to fix that. So the last few minutes of this live, let's shift the conversation. We have already talked about being a mom and balancing motherhood or finding a balance. Now let's talk about makeup. What are your favorite foundation? Currently, I like the, oh gosh, I don't have it right now with me. But the one I'm wearing today is the Naked Stay by Urban Decay. I don't know if this is still in store or is discontinued. I'm not sure. But it's a good match. But I want to do these lives every day. So please go back and comment on one of my videos. Let me know what time works for you guys. This would be our mommy getaway. Perhaps we can do these lives at night. My first live was like 12 o'clock at night because the kids were sleeping. And I've been planning to do this for so long. But I always say I will do something and then I never complete the goal. But this time we're changing. We are going to stick with our word. Wherever we say we are going to do, we are going to make sure we accomplish that. And I'm on a journey to becoming my best self outside of all of my other hats that I wear. So outside of being a wife, a corporate girly, I want to step up not just my makeup game, which is something physical. I want to talk about mental health, about breaking generational curses, about finances, about being a woman and what it requires to be a woman and fully be present in your own life and not just going with the flow. So the whole point of these lives is just have conversation that will get you thinking about life. That's what I want to talk about. So as always, I will be here tomorrow. Comment below. I don't think you can comment. So DM me on IG. My handle is the same. About what time we should continue being that girl series. So the series is called Being That Girl, finding a balance in your life as a mom, as a wife, as a corporate girly, as a woman. So if you like this series, ooh, my makeup is not blended. I just see it. Let me dry it out and then we can blend a little more. But I feel like I'm getting somewhere. I feel like we're getting there. That's what I'm missing. Translucent powder. So let's do it. And this powder is Laura Mercier. Ooh, too much, too much. Jesus, too much. If I continue this for the next month, just doing my makeup like this, forgot how to do it. But anyway, that's the look. So this series continue. I will be here tomorrow, same time, same place. I decided to do it on YouTube. I don't know. I've always loved YouTube. My first video was over 10 years ago, but I never really been consistent in this aspect of my life. And I decided I'm going to show up. I am going to start showing up for me. Because I'm letting myself go, just not doing the things that I love because I'm so caught up in all the other things in my life, like dealing with my kids. But I'm going to change that narrative. I'm going to show up every day. So I will be here, same place, same time tomorrow. If you have any questions before that, or if you have a topic that you would like us to discuss, please go ahead. Hi, Lawrence. How are you? I'm doing great. What am I doing? I'm doing makeup and talking about motherhood and life. So if you have any questions for me, please go ahead. You can DM me on Facebook. No, I am on Facebook, but I'm never really consistent on here. I am more consistent on TikTok and IG. Or you can even go back to one of my previous videos. I just uploaded a vlog today. So you can go and send me the question or a topic that you would like us to discuss. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you at the same place, the same time tomorrow. Bye, guys. Have a good night.